How are you, my viewers? Okay, I didn't wanna make a video. If making an effort and making a video like okay, I made it. No, I wanna make it a video from here, from my bed rest. When things doesn't go the way you are want, because what to do? Then I start thinking. What to do in those times they are thinking that a life event um, a life event make us to lower our goals, or our life had to turn in a different way. For example, a bed rest because of surgery. Well, which is my event. But we could compare it with the pandemic. I've been saying at all times, we must find the life is beautiful at all times, which means I cannot think differently about life, and I cannot teach or influence nobody to go and get rid of themselves with the great effort that I've been doing, that see the beautiful of the life in everything. Oh, when people betray, yeah, you see it when people betray you. You see the beautiful of the life when people abandon you. You see the beautiful of the life when you don't have phone calls, when because seeing the beautiful of the life is much more than depending of a phone call of a loved one, or depending of a really good conference or seminars. It doesn't depend on that. It depends on how you have built that your life from the facts that you have, from your own experience. So let's see, the pandemic came and we didn't know what to do. We didn't know. We were like paralyzed and thinking the worst. Just like this moment. Not right now. I seems like it's a lot better, but I've been seeing titles of YouTube expecting the worst in the economy, expecting the worst in things like that. I'm not expecting the worst on my economy. I'm expecting the best. I'm expecting my surplus. I mean, regardless, let's see if okay, how if you are on bed rest and you are doesn't have the income that you are expecting, or something happened that you say, okay, I won't be able to fulfill my financial responsibilities at the end of the month. You know what you do? You be honest. Be honest is you make a letter to your vendors and you said, this is a life event that I am encountering my life at this moment, and you won't be able to fulfill the monthly payment for this, the amount for this month. As an example, I've been done it. That's why I said do it. You know, I've been doing it before the pandemic. When the pandemic came, I was not in a financial. I was not bad in my financial shape. However, I heard the people wanted to do 3 months without no pain, and I said, well, I don't see economically, wise speaking, that is the answer or my solution. I'm not gonna be part of it. I was not part of it. Regardless, I was more. I would say I was pushed or obligated to be part of the 3 months. I was not part of it. However, because of the benefit of the doubt, I took only one account and I put it as it is, as I was okay, I'm not gonna do the 3 months, but I'm gonna tell them that I'm not gonna be won't be able to pay. I couldn't pay those two bills. I didn't. One account, the balance of that account was only $600. From $600, because I say yes on the 3 months, whatever they were doing, my account got deferred interest with $900 balance now. And I go, my goodness. Imagine just that I was 6,000. Now they owe 9,000. Those that I was 9,000, they owe 11,000 or 15,000. I was not part of it, because when you know what you're doing, you cannot let other people tell you what to do. You know, that's why I'm saying this. It's not that this is what you have to do, but if you are one of those person that are worried about your finances or money or how you're gonna fulfill your financial responsibilities, never tell nobody to go and jump from the bridge. Never tell nobody to shoot themselves. Never tell nobody to cut their own veins. No. That is unacceptable, because other people like me have been working so hard, because we see in every day kids that doesn't see the beauty of the life. Because I'm a mother, remember, before being an influencer or recording my own videos or whatever you want to call me, I'm a mother. And when a mother title is in place, the mother never lets the kids die, and her kid dies from herself, okay? So be careful when you guys or girls got a microphone and be on. That's why, see the difference when we are. And I had to go back and get this from when I was in church. The first thing I learned is not speaking words of cursing and not speaking bad. And then when people that say accept the holiness of God and the guidance and wisdom of the holiness, this is what is going to happen. They're going to be brilliant. At one point, they're going to be able to demonstrate that the holiness of God is not part of their wisdom. You know what? There's multitudes that they're not going to keep watching. Because when we get something like that, most of the time we are trying to get kids out of that type of thoughts, and then suddenly a person gonna say, go and kill yourself. No, you can even say it in a way of kidding or in a way of a joke. Taking at somebody, the same person's life is as great as sins ever. And it's something that it cannot be. It is not acceptable. Mostly because we see people that have been in great power and they ended with the pistol on the mouth. And I've been saying to those, no longer think that there is no way out. At every point of our life, our provider is not our work. Our provider is not our husband or children or bosses or whatever. Our provider is God. And if it happens that you are encounter some situation, it does not mean that you won't be able to fulfill. If those things that happen that you had to face it, then you make the phone calls to your creditor, to your vendors, to your whoever it is, and supporting paperwork of what you are facing. Supporting paperwork is if you are in bed sick, and then you ask the doctor for paperwork that you were under surgery. And then from there, if the system doesn't have established some time of backup for those people, hey, it's time to revision and be able to insert those type of life events when people won't be able to produce and fulfill their financial obligations. See, this is the way I've been operating. I want the revisions, and I know money matters, and money is a way of exchange our talents, skills, knowledge, and a fair way of doing it with dignity. However, I am for first with the revisions because see how many people are being abandoned in the middle of the road because life events happens, and again, we are humans, and let's see who makes the laws or who makes the revisions. We, the humans. And then, okay, you know what they said? What about if we don't do all those changes that you said? Don't do it. But eventually in life, you're going to face exactly the same thing that I'm facing. And then you will say, oh my God, did she say it? And we didn't care. And we didn't listen. And now we are facing something that we could have. But those that are listening, because I've been saying, oh, you don't remember when you said about the mortgage insurance? Yeah, we had the mortgage insurance. That's why we had this much money for those people that they haven't paid the mortgage. But this is not the way I wanted it to be done. I wanted it to be done as well. Besides I did, I want to be the one that I can call my mortgage company at this moment and tell them, listen, because of the this life event, I want to use my insurance to pay for my mortgage. See? And then that's a big difference. You could do it as well to offer to the people, but I want to see it on the mortgage company clause that I am part of insurance when life events hits me or hits the people. And that's the way we must do it. However, if the people are gonna, some are gonna take the advice. And they say, you know what, she has own point of view. I am thinking we should at least have the benefit of the doubt. But sometimes it's just, we don't want to make the changes. Don't be stubborn, because what happened, people, perhaps they already have that life event cover and they don't want to do it for other people. Come on, So that's what I'm saying. Make a letters to all your credit or to your vendors, and you saying your life event. If you wouldn't see how much we have been avoided, if we have done it right, 3 months that people did not pay. What was the reason? Not everyone was having real financial difficulties. Most of the people, yes, but others took advantage thinking, oh, let's fool the system. Not knowing they were fooling themselves. Okay? And now they're expecting God to appear for those that did wrong. Okay? The only thing I would say, there has been a statement of the month of the closing of the statement of the month. Closing of the statement of the month means how many accounts do you have, and how much is your money that are coming, and what is your deficit. Deficit means how much do you need to fulfill your financial obligations this month. If they ask me, I need $6,000 to close this month, it's just still an example. And then others will ask, oh, I don't know. If we don't know, how can the invisible hand of God is going to appear and try to pull people from the hole? Oh, yeah, we know we need this, and that. Well, we need to create ways of income. How? Ask the little kids. Ask each other. And you will see how much money you will get. Because, see, typical way of making money is it's not being now the sources. What they are be creative and do different things. If they don't have that many views doing the same, if I don't have many views doing this, then I try something different. Then if I have mostly those people that I have a lot of kids that don't know that does know how to make really good videos. I don't have those kids, but people have to be creative in the videos. If they don't get pulled, they don't get picked to be the ones that are and the other ones that get pulled. Some things needs to be improved, just like I myself, and that's why I'm taking my time to to be with myself. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried. This is a life event. I'm supposed to be covered with my life events, with my financial obligations. If not, then I just write letters. If not, then I just ask for revisions and then to be implemented. And let me tell you, most of the time, every time that I call, I have a good answer from my vendors. And I said, no problem. This is the option that we have. They have been putting payments at the end of the loan. Others have been doing some type of reducing monthly amounts, and I haven't been hopeless. I haven't been left off hopeless. So that's what I'm saying. Don't think the worst, and speak the truth. Be honest with your creditors or your vendors. Have supporting paperwork of your situation, and ask for the money. Like landlords, an example. With the renters, when you go and ask for the rent, you have to work in a team with your renter, because both of them have been part of getting the money. The same like mortgage companies and homeowners. They had to get together for both to get the money, but no longer it's not gonna be, the sources with the mortgage, using the people and not getting no benefits, because things have to be done in a different way. For example, one thing that needs to be done in a different ways are those type of health that, regardless that it goes a principle, well, that we can talk about as a long term, it must have a portion to fulfill at that moment for the homeowner, whatever they want to call it, because and they could have been the use of those money can be only for the property, to improving on the property, and they can that could be a reason for release a money to a consumer, because that's what we have to be concerned, releasing money to consumers. If they don't have money to release to consumers, somehow, if they have a printout of the options that they're gonna be benefiting the consumer, which is the people, which is ourselves, regardless what chair we are sitting, money is going to come. But if we don't, just like way that is being done, because the proposals, they are investing time and how benefits families, how benefit the people, the people of all levels. Because if people that are being in a different level of, they're supposed to be the one helping, but if they are in advantage as well, they somehow they have to be part of it, because they cannot be blamed for being wealthier than others because of our hard work, Then we have to have that in consideration. I always say keep working, and the projects and projections, proposal, infrastructure, whatever you want to call it, and benefit of consumer, benefit of consumer is the best way to call it, because then if we say the working class people, then what about those like me that I don't feel like I am a working class people, but I've been working hard to get to this point. And I'm advantaged and somehow in for some a life event, an example. Then it is okay, the working class people, but let's not call it one level of people, because encourage people to keep in the same level, besides that it's a sin, it is not a good way of seeing life. See how hard you have been done it to get there. You're not a working class people. No longer you are one of those part that make the laws. Why we're not encourage the working people or those class to get higher? Then I would say let's talk ourselves of every level, class level, consumers. Because at one point, regardless how much money a person could have achieved, he is a consumer, she is a consumer. Okay, I hope you like this video about life is beautiful, and regardless where you are facing, the provision of God are higher sources than ourselves. It must be greater sources than ourselves. And not thinking because you're having a life event in life, you're gonna not be able to fulfill your financial obligation, neither downgraded yourself, giving away your hard work, including the material things such as, your vehicle or your house. Never do that. Never think that. Never ever think because of whatever pandemic or whatever, those events in life are greater source than ourselves. It's up to you, and it is okay if you want to downgrade it, sell your house, go to a smaller house. It is okay. But if you don't think it's okay, and you can if you want to fight, let's fight with your higher sources than yourself. And then a greater source than that system, and the greater source than whatever it is. Okay? I know you like this video because that's what you want to hear. That life is beautiful regardless of what life event you're in. And at this time, I'm taking my time to do it from my bed, rest of this painful surgery, and well, we have to keep going, okay? God bless you, and keep tuned for my next update from Doctor's Office.